have some assumptions about you. You're a 16 to 30-year-old male, you've been on self-improvement for 1 to 2 years, or even more, it's not important, but you keep relapsing and you're unable to keep consistent with the habits. It just so happens that you have a good period of like a 2-3 months where you're productive every single day, you're not skipping good habits and everything. You don't feel that happy, but at least you don't not feel like a piece of. Well, I'm going to introduce to you something that is called flow state. And you've heard of it, but you haven't heard my take on it. How to enjoy life 427% more. Let's see. What's flow state? You know that feeling when you're young and you go to your friends and you take a look at the clock and it's like 12 p.m. Your mom brought you there, you're happy, you're going to eat pizza that day, you're going to play video games with your friends. It's so good. But then you play and you're completely unsure what time it is. You're not in time. You exist side by side with time. Time is not your concern. Oh my God, it's 8 p.m. My mom's just about to pick me up. You enjoy the time you had with your friend, but at the same time you're like, I wish it was 1 p.m. again. So that's flow state basically explained. When you're a kid, you're living mostly in flow state. You don't know for anything other than flow state. That's why some periods of time look wide and gigantic, but some periods look like this small. When you get older, there's less and less flow states. And I'm going to explain you why. When you're a kid, you're just being yourself. You're enjoying the life as yourself. If you don't want to eat strawberries, then you don't want to eat strawberries. You want to play GTA San Andreas, even though you're a little kid that shouldn't be playing that game, you're playing it. That's being yourself. But on the other hand, there's something other, something external that brings you happiness. And that's women, cars, money, hotels, yachts, travel, and whole lots of stuff. So I'm not saying these are bad things. Most of these will naturally come as you progress in life. But there's a difference. Being yourself and then the product of being yourself is the red square. These women, cars, and money. But there's another thing which most people do, and that is chase the red square without even acknowledging there's a blue square here. So at the start, you see there's a start, I drew a start. At this point, red square seems like a smart thing to do, like I'm going to chase the red square, and it sounds really good. But when you get there, it just doesn't hit the same. And why is that? Because you didn't enjoy a single moment in the journey. So now you understand what flow state is. You're enjoying the act of doing something and not the end product that will come from you doing something. And you've heard a lot about flow state. I'm just explaining it a little bit different so you understand what's the blue square and the red square. You need to keep in mind those two. So how to achieve flow state? Now that's the typical question. The typical answer would be something like this. Limit your viewpoint. When you're doing something, you want to limit the area you see behind the thing you're doing. So, for example, if I'm working something on my laptop, put my laptop right to the wall. Behind the laptop, it's only the wall. So I cannot look at something behind. For example, if my brother is playing GTA 4 and it's more interesting, it gets my attention sometimes. But if I turn it to the wall, then it's much easier to keep concentrating because I don't have anything to look at. The only interesting thing is what I see there. The second thing, eliminate noises. Of course, you don't want someone to be yelling in your house, or if you can listen to nothing, then that's the best thing to do. Turn off notice. On your phone, if you have an iPhone, you have those focus modes. Turn on, obviously. Turn away your phone and get it out your viewpoint. You don't want to be seeing it. You don't want to be flashing with various notifications that are not important. And the last thing, fully embrace yourself into what you're doing. That means let yourself relax and have only that thing in your mind. If I'm drawing, I want to be having only that thing. If I'm filming a video right now, I want to be only filming the video right now. I don't want to be hearing the neighbors. I don't want to be focusing on anything other than the task that I'm doing. I want to become the one with it. Me and the task. Two things coming together and becoming something beautiful. You have to feel what you're doing, and it varies from one person to another. So I cannot force you to get into flow state by riding a bicycle, even though somebody may experience a high level of flow state. So here I want to show you something before I end this video. There are two people, Tom and Jack. They both agreed to play tennis. Tom has a lot of things in his head. He's thinking about Sarah, how she's gonna ask her out tonight. He's thinking about his Hustler University course, which he is confidently attending. He's thinking about lasagna about it in the evening while relaxing and playing GTA 4. There's a tennis ball too, of course. So he's thinking about the tennis ball. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to play without thinking about it. 20% tennis for him. He's not thinking about it in the way that Jack thinks. Jack has only one thing in his mind, and that's the tennis ball. And he's not even thinking at all, because with time, he's going to naturally push towards, and he's just going to relax, being in a moment while his body automatically does the things he can't even explain why he does, but he does it and he enjoys seeing himself performing at that high level. He's not only going to enjoy the game, but let's say these two are at a similar skill level. Jack is going to beat him. His only focus is tennis, 100% tennis. So Jack became one with the racket. He's holding the racket, it seems like it's an extension to his hand. And whatever you're doing, it should feel like it is an extension that comes and attaches to your body. So this video will need to be an extension of my mind. I'm just pouring and pouring some beautiful sapphires, diamonds from my head, talking to you, translating is onto you. But imagine if I was thinking about some game I'm going to play later on. It wouldn't be that good because I wouldn't fully embrace myself, which was the previous advice. So embrace yourself. You need to fully embrace yourself and become one with the thing you're doing. Once you finish playing tennis, then you can think about lasagna and Sarah, whatever you're gonna do. When you're doing something, if you want to perform at the highest of highest levels, expert level, whether it be sports, gym, everything, you're going to enjoy more if you focus on those tasks instead of thinking about 1,000 other things on the side. So try it out and I'll see you in the next video.